dear friends. This video I'm going to talk about some of the things that are happening in the weekly portion from the Torah, Masa'ei, but not just about that. Masa'ei, first of all, it's like the journeys. Masa is a journey. And this parasha talks mainly about the journeys that the Israelites did in the desert. And when they went from a place to a place, from a city to a city, when you count how many times the Israelites were going from a city to a city, there are some cities that the Torah talks about and they don't even exist anymore. But do you really think that we came to hear about the Israelites walking from place to place to cities that don't exist anymore? Is this what the Torah is telling us? Like, doesn't sound like so interesting, right? So everything in the Torah is accurate. And when we count those journeys, some of them are smaller, some of them are longer, we get the number 42. And 42 is a code. Every Israelite will go through 42 stops in her or his life. There are 42 stops or journeys that we have to go through in our lives in order to correct our soul. One place can be for an hour, for a day. Another place can be that will be there for 20 years or more. But in every place, this is a specific place for our personal soul that we had to go through to gain a part of our soul, to correct a part of our soul. But don't forget, to each stop on the way, we take ourselves with us. Right? Every place when we get there at first, everything looks so nice and new, and shortly after, we start experiencing things that happen to us in other places too, unless we correct it. Because we need to understand that every place has an effect on us. And if we don't let this place cleanse us or affect us in a way that we understand what we're doing there and how we need to fulfill our destiny in life, in every step, whether we like being there or not, whether we're stuck there. Sometimes we're stuck in a place and it's because we didn't finish what we need to do there. We need to go happy or to stay happy, but we cannot go mad or stay mad. We have to finish what we came to do. Someone else we're carrying with us when we're going somewhere, right? When we're going to those journeys, and that's our rival, the negative side. The negative side is very, very smart, very tricky, and very powerful. And he comes prepared for war. So everywhere we go, we're going to meet him. 24 hours, we're in a constant war against the dark side, the negative side. And to always remember that he's there and we are in a war. And if we don't work constantly on our selfish desire to ourselves alone, we don't have even a chance to win this war. So the only way to really win this war is to really work on the inside, on our selfish behaviors. With that, we can win. He doesn't have to attack because we're already 1 or 2 steps ahead. Now, the number 42 represents another thing. As I said, it's a code. And there's something in Judaism that is called Shem Membet, the name of Membet. Membet in Hebrew letters gives the number 42. The name Membet is, first of all, one of the names of Hashem, God, and it's coded in the acronym of a very special prayer that was written in order to preserve the code and the secret of the holy name Shem and Bet by Rabbi Nechunya ben Akana, which was also one of the teachers of Rabbi Akiva. The way that this prayer is built, it's by 7 psukim, and after that there's a sentence that we say quietly, just like we say after the first sentence of Shema Israel prayer. And it goes by 7 dimensions, 7 days of the week, and each pasuk is built from two words. It's like there's a pause. 2 words, then a pause, 2 words, then a pause, 2 words, then a pause. And the special power in this prayer, that by the way, the name of this prayer is Ana Bekoach, is to lift us. The special power is to help us to elevate ourselves. So the way this prayer is bringing us is like to bring us up, to help us to elevate ourselves in life. And of course, now that we see in this parasha that the journeys in life are 42, and this prayer is 42, this name is 42, we see that this is one of the most powerful tools that we have in our universe, that is here for us to use to manage to connect and to get to the right, to grasp the right correction and the right way in each place that we stop in. How do we do that? So first of all, what does it really contain? So the name Membet and the 7 psukim, like I said, and the acronym. The acronym is giving the Membet. Okay, the acronym from those psukim is giving the name Membet. But then the Membet, the 42, is combined from Lamed Bet Netivot Chochma, the 32 paths of Chochma. Chochma is wisdom, and it's also a very high sphira, one before Keter, which is the high sphira in the tree of life, and also the 10 sphirot. So 10 of the sphirot with the Lamed Bet 32 gives together the name Membet, the 42, the number 42. So the 32 are also divine godly names that are mentioned in the creation in the book of Genesis. They are all coded there and in the creation. So just by those 32 names, we already get the opportunity to go back in time to the seed level of everything in our world, because the creation was the beginning of everything. So when we think about, wait a minute, can we go back in time? Time in a way is an illusion of this world. In upper worlds, time does not exist in the way that we are used to see it here. And eventually when we finish, all mankind finish our correction, we can get back to that point that time cannot even affect us. So yes, in some situations, especially when we learn to do the Ana Bekoach and we do it more and more, we get the opportunity to connect to the seed level and change things, and even expel chaos from our own lives and from the world that needs us so much. So each path are revelation of wisdom, divine wisdom, that only the few of the fews can really connect to. The difference between a path and a gate, like they say 50 gates of Bina, is that a gate is something that more people can go through. But a path is something that very few can achieve and find. And the mitzvah of tzitzit that the men wear, and the talit that is connecting to the surrounding light, in those strings, there are exactly 32 strings, because when a man wears it, they this divine technology is connecting him to the 32 netivot of Chokhmah. We have a job to do, and for that I want to give you this amazing tool, the prayer of Bekoach. The best way to do this prayer is when you're sitting down. You can put your hands on your legs, and what I want to encourage you is to learn this prayer by heart. So of course in the beginning you won't know it, but we're going to put it in the description, in the video description, with transliteration, so you can follow my words, and slowly you can learn it by heart. And we go by the spheres all the way down, and the last sentence is going to be quietly. You can also do it with closing your eyes. It's like a meditation. And I'm going to say it quietly. It's very important, as I said, to stop after every 2 words, because it's connecting us to the angels also, that have 6 wings, and it's like 2 wings, 2 wings, 2 wings. And at first I'm going to say the sphere and then the sentence. Chesed, ana bekoach, gedulat yemincha, tatir, tz'rura, aleph, bet, gimel, yud, taf, tzadik. Gvura, Kabel, rinat, amcha, sagveinu, tahareinu, nora, kuf, resh, ayin, sin, tet, nun. Tiferet, na, gibor, dorshei, yichudcha, kevavat, shamrem, nun, gimel, daled, yud, kaf, shin. Netsach, Barchem, taharem, rachamei, tzidkatcha, Tamid, gamlem, betet, resh, tzadik, taf, gimel. Hod, Chasin, kadosh, Berov, tuvcha, nahel, adatecha, chet, kuf, bet, tet, nun, ayin. יסוד, יחיד, גאה, לעמך פנה, זוכרי קדושתך, י' ג' למד, ה' ז' ק'. מלכות, שבתנו קבל, ושמה tza'akateinu, yode'a תעלומות, ש' ק' ו', צדיק י' ת'. Last sentence quietly. Good luck, guys. The world needs all of our love.